Well, it was an absolutely dream debut for Arafat Minhas after impressing everyone in the HPL PSL. He continued his performance in this particular format, picked up 5 wickets for just 32 runs in his 10 overs and was quite impressive with the ball overall. Hello and welcome to Pitchside, and it's great to be here, and a huge congratulations to Pakistan because they've won their first one-day international out of the 3 that they have up against Australia, all courtesy that wonderful performance by Arafat Minhas. He was given that opportunity and he made sure that he made the best of it. To talk about that, the win overall and the positives for Pakistan, I've got with me Ramiz Raja and Babar Khan. Ramiz, great debut for Arafat Minhas. I think we've got to start with that because, you know, when you're handed over that cap and you make use of that opportunity given to you, the way we saw with Arafat Minhas, we've seen him in the HPL PSL, but for him to be making use of that opportunity, picking up 5 wickets, what did you make of his performance overall?
So, I mean, there were 3 odd things for us to look at. You know, obviously, you know, a big day for him, making his debut, then playing against Australia. Australians can be very tough in the field. And then thirdly, to outsmarting somebody like Abrar. I mean, he outperformed Abrar, and that really was a critical part of his performance, because you can be under the shadow, you know, you watch someone dominate the batting with spin, and here is a young kid who has outsmarted the Australians with the length, and he was relentless. I mean, his angles were working, he was spinning the ball, bringing them back into the stumps. And so to dismantle Australia, albeit this is not the full strength Australian team, but they play hard cricket, and so it was a dream debut. And then to finish off the run chase with a 6 was really a masterstroke in the end.
Yeah, and also when you talk about left-arm spinners around the world, Babar, I mean, what makes Arafat Minhas different or special from whatever we've seen?
Well, we saw the accuracy that he bowled at. He was attacking the stumps almost throughout the 10 overs that he bowled, and that was what was required on this surface. Some balls turned, some balls didn't, but the ones that turned became effective because he was within those 3 stumps, the off stump, middle stump and leg stump, and that made it so difficult. We saw Kuhneman do the same, but the amount of turn that Arafat was getting, nobody else was. Yes, a standout performance. We talked about how well he bowled and then with the bat, but what everybody reports back whenever he plays in any sort of domestic team or an age group team, they say he's temperamentally very strong and very positive, and that showed today. He was not overawed at all in his debut game.
Arafat Minhas, you know, Babar mentioned about temperament, Ramiz. I mean, how important is that? We often talk about the skill of a player, we often talk about what he has to offer in terms of variety and all of that, but temperament, I mean, how important is it to have the right temperament to be playing cricket at this level?
If you do not have the temperament, there's a lot of confusion, and he works because he's clear-headed. There's a lot of clarity, and that is because he's got strong nerves and his strong will, and he understands his game. He reads the situation properly. And for a young kid who's playing his first game, I mentioned it earlier, playing against Australia, you know, can be a bit tough, but picking up 5 wickets, adjusting to the pace of the wicket, you know, fine, it is granted that on a pitch like this, the spinners will rule the roost, but you had to produce the results, and he produced them brilliantly.
Well, it's great to have a calm head above those shoulders, and we wish him luck in terms of his performances going ahead into the series as well. Now we'll take a short break here on Pitchside. When we are back, we'll have a closer look at the batters from Pakistan. Pakistan leading this series against Australia. Australia were restricted to 200 runs in their 44 overs, courtesy that wonderful performance by Arafat Minhas, but he was also well supported by Babar Azam. He picked up 2 wickets, Shaheen Shah and Salman Ali Agha with 1 each. In response, it was a rather slow chase, but Pakistan managed to get there in the end with Babar and Ghazi as the top performers. Pakistan winning by 5 wickets. It's always good to see Babar Azam score some runs, and of course he was also supported well by Ghazi Gauri. Always good to see youth as well performing. Babar, just talking about Ghazi Gauri then. We'll definitely come to Babar. But the fact that we've had someone, we saw a bit of him against Bangladesh as well. What did you make of his innings? He showed a bit of grit, and just coming in this particular series, what was impressive?
Yeah, most wicketkeepers from Pakistan play spin well, and he's no exception. He plays spin really well, and he picked up length quickly, and he was able to stay within the moment, and that was so important. Because normally in one-day cricket you think boundaries, you think we need to score quickly, but because they only had to chase 200, with Babar, he was able to just bat through that comfort zone and then be able to put pressure back on the bowlers. I think it was very composed innings. Normally you don't see many players bat so long in white ball cricket, but he took the onus on himself and Babar to build that partnership and put the game to bed.
And Babar, as always, is the backbone of the batting lineup from Pakistan. There's so much reliance on him for him to deliver, whether it's a big target or a smaller one. But it's just good to see him score runs. 69 of 94. I mean, was that the need of the hour, or perhaps you needed a bit more impetus from Pakistan overall as a side?
I think need of the hour. Also, Pakistan just needed one good partnership to get home over the line, and so Babar Azam read the situation perfectly. It was his kind of a score to chase, 200, and he settled down. It was good batting, actually, not driving against the spin and playing spin properly, and then have that rotation of strike to continue to frustrate Australians with the highlight of his batting and that partnership also. So I think they batted according to a certain plan, and according to the situation, it worked perfectly.
Baz, I know that Australia is not playing their first string side. A lot of injuries and other commitments by some of the players, but they'll have to come up with solutions in terms of how to win, because it's very clear that Pakistan is relying on this spin-heavy strategy and conditions to win them games.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, the conditions that are produced in Lahore. Over here, it was always going to turn. It was very dry. The surface now going to Lahore, different surface. Will there be as much turn? Will it be as slow as Rawalpindi played? That's a few questions that will be seen when they go to Lahore. But they'll think of maybe adding a spinner, maybe looking at actually batting deeper throughout the innings. They got bowled out. They don't want to be bowled out on a low score. If they, say, for instance, got 230 to 40, it might have been a different ball game altogether. So a few questions to be asked, but it'll all depend on what surface Pakistan produces in Lahore.
All right, then that's where we are moving next. From Rawalpindi, we move on to Lahore, where we've got the remaining two one-day internationals that are going to be played. It's the Bank Al Falah presents KFC ODI series, and we'll see you guys now on the 2nd of June when the coverage starts at 3:55 p.m. Thank you so much, Bazid, and thank you so much, Ramiz, to both of you for your wonderful insights as always. I hope you guys enjoyed this particular game. Pakistan fans would be relieved that Pakistan has started off on a winning note, and they'd be hoping to convert this success further going ahead into the series by winning the remaining two in Lahore. Until then, it's goodbye from all of us here.